Good afternoon, Cherie.
Good afternoon, Peter.
Thank you for joining me in this COVID interview. Today I'm speaking with Cherie Vanamore, who is a science teacher at Freyberg and amongst many other things that she does. So I'd like to start off by asking who's in your bubble and how you found lockdown so far.
In my bubble is myself, obviously, and my husband, David, and our little boy, Arlo, who's coming on almost 2. Lockdown so far, I've really enjoyed it. I love this life. We live out in the country in Halcombe, and it's been just really nice to actually spend some time with my family and my little boy, and being able to enjoy our property and get out and about and get out around our village as well, out cycling and things where it's not many cars on the open road. So yeah, it's been great.
Sounds idyllic. But in the online teaching environment, what have been the highlights for you so far?
I think the biggest highlights probably come this week, and to do with colleagues really. As part of the wellbeing team at Freyberg, we have a values jar each week where a value is drawn out and staff can nominate other staff for showing that value, and we've moved that online this week, and I wasn't sure what the uptake was going to be, but it's been really lovely to see how other staff are sending in their nominations, and the support that people have been giving each other through this time has been really lovely to see. So that's been a big highlight for me, and seeing that this week is nice.
So if you were to think of one of the students or a few of the students in your classes, what do you think has worked well in terms of them learning online?
I think just being set up with 365 to start with has been a real bonus, because if we didn't have that online platform, then it would have been probably quite a lot of anxiety and a lot of new learning at the start to try and figure out how we were going to do this. But really moving into an online environment has just been an extension of what we do in class anyway. So having that already set up and knowing how to use it and being able to interact with us through email address and all of that is a real bonus, and it's been something that's worked well.
Has there been a difference between the way juniors have responded and seniors responded? Is it harder if you're younger to get into this?
I think it probably comes in different waves. I think some seniors will find the motivation of NCEA quite a strong motivation and keeping them on track, but also some might just not be willing to put in that effort, whereas juniors don't have that NCEA motivation to get into it, but still buying into it and getting into the online work, particularly through platforms like Education Perfect, where they can get feedback straight away. I think junior students really enjoy that because they can see if they're on the right track or not, and get that feedback.
And what's been the biggest challenge so far?
I think one of the biggest challenges has been some issues for a week or so, or maybe not quite a week, with the 365 not being able to send out pages or things not syncing. But once that's all sorted, that's fine for me. One of the biggest challenges is not being able to see the progress in real time and give the feedback straight away, and being able to promote and encourage that buy-in face to face has been a big challenge.
Do you think the experience of going through this is going to change education moving forward and the way we do things?
I'm not sure what changes it is going to make, but I guess doing this, I could see possibly a future where kids came into school maybe 3 days a week and had face-to-face learning, practical sessions, that sort of thing, and then possibly had a couple of days where they either did online learning or they were doing assessments from a distance, and that would give teachers some time both to set work in an online fashion, but also some more time for admin and things. That could be, in my mind, an ideal move that's shown as possible from this situation, but I'm not sure whether that will happen or not.
Have you got around, as a science teacher, have you got around doing science experiments? Because practicals are often the things that kids look forward to in science.
Yeah, the kids were asking me via email, Miss, are we going to be doing experiments at home? And some kids are really keen to get into it. So we've just had to put those aside for now in the most part, and do activities where they can either participate online or look at things around their home and see how that works for them, but also health and safety requirements at the moment. I'm not sure how we'd be able to fill in the risk assessments for 30 different bubbles, because it's hard enough in just in one classroom to get that health and safety sorted. So I think that it's in the too hard basket for me to even set something at home, because I'm not sure if I'm responsible for that.
So what are you looking forward to most about getting back to school?
I think much like the kids, I'm looking forward to seeing my friends and colleagues a lot of the time, but also seeing the students and seeing how they're going, and hopefully they're going all right, but also seeing that, you know, just that the crazy antics that come up with the kids get into, and the things they come up with to make you laugh every day, and those interactions I think I'm missing. So I'm really looking forward to that. And
for you personally, what's your number one thing I want to do when I come out of lockdown?
Well, I really want to get to Bunnings, probably like a lot of people, because we're doing up a Bedford bus here, and one of my lockdown projects has been to paint stripper the bus, but I ran out of paint stripper once and my neighbour came to the rescue, and I've run out again, and the Bunnings online site has crashed, so I can't seem to click and collect anything. So getting into Bunnings would be top of my list, I think. Yeah.
Yes, I want to get there too. I've got a few projects. So it's been lovely talking to you, Cherie. As you know, my final challenge to you as we try and get perspectives through this is to choose a student that you're teaching and to interview them about their experience of learning in lockdown. So I look forward to seeing that. Thank you for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you.